So about
Right.
9:30, I was like, well, I'll go in there and start making sure I understand it because this is a really dense lesson.
I agree.
And thinking oh, any additional time that can be put in is good. And yeah, it's rough.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Or maybe it's just rough to me.
the only problems that I had, I get all of the formulas and everything. The only weird thing is I'm having a problem with the SPSS.
Yep.
So if it weren't for that, I think it's understandable. But I can't. I was hoping that you guys could give me a tutorial that maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obviously missing something.
I'm so worried that I've figured out an SPS wrong, SS. So I'm about ready to take this one thing that it gives us, I think 15 numbers, and compute the mean
yourself.
By hand.
Yeah, that's what I thought about doing too.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you, Dana and Liz? How's it going for you on this?
I feel like I understand most except for the SPS. And then I was telling Jessica I'm using a different computer today, so it doesn't have the SPS program on it.
So are you using Excel?
I don't know how to use Excel. I'm probably just going to have to add the stuff up and do it by hand.
Well, I am doing it.
All of you are ahead of me. I had to drive 8 hours to a doctor's appointment yesterday, and it threw my schedule off because my other class made all of their deadlines on
Chicago
Wednesday.
threw me off. Hey.
It's hard to put stuff in the schedule that don't fit.
Yeah, I was telling Dana all next week I fly out and I'm babysitting my sister's kids.
Cute. Where are they?
They're in North Idaho.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. They're fun.
So we'll pick up the slack for you next week.
Yeah. Isn't it always? I feel like we're always picking up the slack for Jessica. I'm either doing the wrong lesson.
No, today it's for me. Today it's picking up my slack. Okay. So I've listened to the lesson and I've read the book. That's as far as I've gotten.
Oh, well, I don't feel like it had anything to do with the homework, so good luck.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm opening it up in VMware so that I can use the SPSS.
Okay.
And it's not opening. Did yours open up this morning fine?
Mine did, but I don't do it through the VMware.
Oh, right. It's byui.edu, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even opening up anything in a browser. Let me try Chrome.
Well, while that's waiting, I think we could do at least question 1. It's really easy. In previous lessons, we had assumed the population standard deviation sigma was known. In this lesson, we're making a different assumption about sigma.
Sure.
Or what has changed? Now we're assuming that sigma is unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, we got one question right.
Okay. Question number 4. Is sigma known? No. It says that in our little information.
They really want us to get the point.
Or they're really trying to be tricky, and that's what I don't appreciate.
Yeah. Either.
Okay.
Especially something that we're just trying to grasp the concept of anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 5.
Yes. So it says, what is the value of t round to 1 decimal point?
Okay.
So let's see.
So we go through the steps, right? No, the first one is to state the hypothesis.
Not for number 5. For number 5, you do the equation to find t.
Yeah, so x bar minus mu divided by s.
Hey, everyone, I'm in the quiz.
Yay!
So are we doing this by hand or in the program?
For number 5, you can do that by hand.
Yeah,
because it gives you all the information.
It does.
bring up the calculator. So I got 1.5.
That's what I got for T2.
Let's borrow my 2. S square root. What did you guys get?
1.5.
Got 1.5?
Mm-hmm.
I got 5.5.
What formula did you use?
I used x bar minus the mu
Mm-hmm.
divided by the sample standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
Yeah, that's
Is
the.
that right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did my math wrong.
What numbers did you input in those?
Okay, so I did 11 minus. Oh, is that what I did wrong?
I get 1.5. Is that what you guys got?
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys use for the mu?
Mu is 8. It gives us that. And the hypothesis stating.
Does? Oh yes, it does. I'm sorry.
You have to read the
I can-
read the problem that's in there.
Sorry. Okay. You can tell that I drove and I didn't sleep. There was no sleeping.
Okay, so Jessica, did you then input all those by yourself? Like, did you just do this completely by hand?
Into SPSS.
Oh, you did it with SPSS. You didn't do it by
Yeah,
hand.
so I did it initially but through SPSS. So technically, I'm down to question 8 with information inputted. And the thing is these 20 data
Mm-hmm.
are the first 20 in the file for the SPSS. So I just deleted everything else but the 20 and then calculated it. But I'm a little worried, so I've just been doing it by hand right now.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Well-
what I get for X bar is slightly different than.
Well, that's why I don't know if you watched all the videos. At the bottom of one, he said they're going to be slightly different from Excel to SPSS, so they are working that into the test. So if you get it wrong, like if you're off a little, they're going to make it okay. It seems like they put some sort of buffer.
Yeah.
You know
That
what I
makes
mean?
sense to me.
Okay.
Because I feel like it needs to be. And mean difference. What the balls? Mean?
Okay.
Yes.
So when you open SPSS, what file are you opening to get this? This is what I can
Data.
figure out. I don't even see this file anywhere.
So it's in the data files that were included for the lesson. You know, the ones where we did the seals and the.
Yes, so why didn't they put that link on this page?
Do you want me to send it to you?
Well,
Let me paste
sure.
it in the chat. I pasted it in the chat.
Yeah. Why did my husband go into work today? I have to toggle back between 2 totally different computers. It's so frustrating.
So Jessica, are you using the SPS right now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you screen share so I can see it?
Of course.
Just what it looks like. For this one.
I didn't get the link that you sent.
That may be okay because apparently it's a, okay. Let me copy it again.
Or just tell me what lesson it's in and I can open it up.
I didn't go that route, so I don't know
I
that question.
can help you out with that.
Okay, if you
Okay,
go,
go to lesson 11.
or
Okay.
if you want to open the chat box in Google, it's posted right there.
Let me see if it will copy to a different computer.
Maybe you should go the lesson route.
Dana, this is, so all the information, what I did is I cross-checked this from the information that it gave me right here.
Mhm.
Made sure I had all of the right ones. And then from here, did the analyze, compare means, one sample t-test, and I took the variable of the body temp over, put in the test value, hit OK. Does this sound right with how you do it?
Yes, this is what I got too.
Okay. And then this is the information I got.
Okay, awesome.
But now I can't find it, so.
And when I do calculate all of that to get the sample mean, it's very close. I get 98.22.
Mm-hmm.
And with this, I get 98.234.
No, that's very close.
Mm-hmm.
Which, what was the sample size? Maybe it should be.
Sample size is 20.
Oh. Remember how they said if the sample size was really big, it would be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going crazy not being able to find this.
Well, you're not the only one. I can't.
The body
open
temp
this
file?
up.
Yes.
Go into lesson 11. The third one that says hypothesis test. Go to step 2.
Okay, I'm in lesson 11. Then what did I don't see?
Okay, go to the third heading of hypothesis test.
I don't see that. I'm at lesson 11.
Okay.
Inference for one mean sigma unknown, and it says individual prep, group meeting, group meeting.
Oh, okay. Are you in like the wiki page?
No, I'm in like my math page.
Okay, go to the wiki page. So our
Where
textbook.
is that?
I
I don't even know how to get.
So you
I'll
know,
just do it from individual prep, go into the textbook.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Go into the textbook from individual prep.
Okay. I'm in the textbook.
Okay.
Then I go to
Number 3, hypothesis tests.
yes. 3
Step
point. What did you say?
2. Mm-hmm. Step 2 has the file.
Ah. I was not looking for it in the book. I don't know what I was doing.
It's okay.
Okay. And we're on body temp.
Uh-huh.
That's body measurements. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little
You're not the
slow.
only one. I can't open it. I can open
Okay.
it in Excel, but I can't open it
What does it say when you try to open it in
I can't find it.
SPSS?
I can't find it. It's not in my download file when I go to open it. But I can open it in Excel, so it's weird.
Well, that's where it like transferred it to an Excel file.
Hmm.
Is that what yours did, Jessica?
No, I actually pulled it up through the download, so you know the zip file it gives us to download at the beginning?
Right?
Like,
Yes.
that is how I opened mine.
You know what? It's because, hold on.
But I was able to open all of the other ones that way.
It's not, it says it's in,
And they are all Excel files.
so you unzipped it first. I wonder if we should all do the same thing.
See, even now, if I were to go into the zip files on the wiki page, it pulls it up within SPSS.
Okay, I'm trying it that way, but I had to, no, it still pulls mine up in Excel, but that's okay, right? We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, we can have I can be doing it in SPSS, you guys could be doing it in Excel, and then we could see,
Well,
how
it said,
similar.
it just said that it won't open up two things at the same, it won't open up Excel and SPSS at the same time. So
Okay.
I'm closing Excel and trying it again.
Okay.
But it still defaults to Excel. Yeah, I don't know how you got an SPSS file.
Let me show you. Why don't one of you guys screen share with me so I can see kind of what's happening?
Okay,
Okay.
all of the other ones that I downloaded. Oh, what did I do? They all downloaded as an SAV file. And this one is downloading as an Excel file. So,
Well, I'm going to try and see if we get the same numbers.
oh, you know what I'm doing? It's so simple. Okay. Statistics.byuimath.com.
Mm-hmm.
The first group of files is for Excel. There's another group underneath it if you scroll down. SSPS.
Yeah, it says on it like
That's what I'm doing.
data files, then the other one is SPSS. Or you can just download the whole zip file.
I suppose we're going to use them throughout the semester, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I should be open momentarily. I'm open.
Jeez. Cool.
And
Was
this
I the
stuff
only
doesn't
one?
work out. I feel like crying.
Oh, don't cry.
No, I won't. Okay. Okay, so it's open. Is it taking you so long because you wanted to double check it?
Yeah, so I'm not sure on the numbers that I've gotten. So I'm doing it through the software and I'm also doing it by hand.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so my first question is, on the information section, use the following values which were pulled from the data file body temp for the next 5 questions. Copy and paste them into your software. So do we need to copy 98.6 and paste it somewhere into our software? Or do we need, or are they just talking about the file, put the file in our software?
I don't know exactly. I would just input the information in.
Okay, so
So
you go
where-
into statistics or descriptives.
So where do we put mu into the file?
Why are you putting you into the file?
Because it says copy and paste.
Okay,
not-
that's giving us the null and the alternative hypothesis.
So
The
we
numbers
don't-
below are the data.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification. I guess we're ready for question 6.
How are you doing, Dana?
Girl, I don't even know.
Okay, so to find, you go to, are you going to data or are you going to analyze?
Well, I have the Excel sheet up. Can I get the SPS if I don't have like the program downloaded on this computer?
No,
No.
Because that's my problem.
you can't. But since you're in Excel, still do it in Excel and see how close the numbers are.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So
one
if
of
they're
the things-
really close, then maybe we'll know we're doing it right.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, Jessica, I want to write down what you're going to. Are you going to analyze or are you going to data?
Sorry, one sec. I'm get back there. To find the sample.
To get all the information, the box thing.
Yeah. So it's in analyze,
Analyze. Yeah.
compare means, one sample t-test. And then you move the body temp into the test variables.
Okay.
You put in the test value.
which is
And then you hit OK, and that pulls it all up.
what are we testing for? What's our test?
So back in the hypothesis, it's what is our hypothesis? So it's the 98.6.
Okay.
My only thing with Excel is I don't understand how you get like, I know how to get the mean, but
Are you looking for the one sample test? Jessica, I don't get 98.6. X bar, I get 98.234.
That's X bar.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you got 98.6.
No, 98.6 is 98.6 is what our hypothesis is. So that's what we use for our test input.
So you got 98.234. I got that one right.
Exactly.
So this seems like a really simple-minded question. But is the data that's posited in the quiz the same that's already in the file? Or do we need to replace what's in the file with what's in it?
If you were to look in the file, there's a lot more than what we're given here. So you have to cut down the data that we're given in the file to what we're given here. Because we're only given 20 in this.
That's so lovely. It's not copying, because you can't copy quizzes. Did you know that? It's interesting that we tell us to copy and paste it when you can't.
What is S? Where do you see that? Because I see.
S is isn't S becomes standard deviation.
Yes. So 0.7376. Or is that what you're using?
Yeah, I got 0.738 because.
Oh, right. That's what I'm putting.
Yes, 738. And what I'm trying to figure out now is my T-score is huge.
Okay, let's have a look. What is the T-score? 1 to 2 decimal places. 1620.236.
Yeah. Does that not seem huge? Because then
Yeah.
how do we find the p-value for that? That p-value is going to be insane. We can't even compute that input that t-score into a probability applet.
That's true.
So that's what I've been stuck on for the past bit, trying to rework it.
But the confidence interval, those seem like totally normal numbers. The mean difference seems normal. And sigma or whatever is close to 0.
Yeah.
Everything else looks good. Even the 147. So this, it looks like this, the body temp, this is the stuff we were working on with him in the notes, right? Like in the videos?
In the videos, I'm there right now. No.
Maybe like birth weight.
No, we were doing body temp.
In the 11 prep assignment, we were doing like home stuff.
Yes, but in the videos that go with the textbook.
Oh, okay.
Because I have notes for the body temp stuff, and it's correct. It said the p-value is close to 0. Number 3, the degrees of freedom, it is 147. That matches. So this is the videos that he went over in like the first, with the book reading.
Mm-hmm.
And it matches up to what his look like.
And
During the SPSS?
From the maths department. This is supplemental video.
Yeah, it's in the section.
This is from the maths department. This is supplemental video dealing with SPSS plans for. Hello, this is Brother Comer from the maths department. Hello, this.
Because I think I found what you're looking at.
What did you say, Dana? I couldn't hear you.
And the one you're talking about at the end, like they decide to like reject it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that the same exact problem?
Well, I'm just saying he gave us the same answers that I'm looking at, so that must be.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Was his t-score also that high?
That's what I can't tell. If you could, do you have the video up, Dana?
I have the t-score and it's negative 6.029.
Okay, because see, that,
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
it should be.
that's more of what I'm finding as I compute it by hand.
Yes.
Hold on. 0.1650218. Okay, so when I do it by, what did you get for your t-score?
Negative 6.029.
Okay, I didn't get that.
Okay, what the formula you're using? Let's just do the formula again.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's t equals x bar minus
mu.
Mhm. And then divided by s, the square of n.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then for those numbers, do you get 98.234 minus 98.6 divided by 0.738 divided by the square root of 20?
No.
Yes. Oh, what numbers are different for you?
I have 0.7. Okay, so at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
I have 0.730 divided by square root of 148. So I
No,
might be
technically it should be 0.7372, was it? 0.7376. Let's try the whole number and see if that makes a difference.
Where did you get that 0.730 for S?
That's just what it had in the video. I'm just reading, like, these are my notes straight from, like, his video.
So in my notes from his video, let's see what I got. I'm going to go off what it gives us.
In this?
I'm going to put the whole 0.7376 and see if it makes a difference.
Okay.
Yes, what does it give you for N?
20?
Yeah.
$20.
20? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
What-
not good. I got
what's-
something totally different. I got negative
What's the
2.219.
What's the sample size? Oh, I guess that's how many numbers we're using, huh?
Jessica, what did you get?
S, okay, so on number 7, hold on, go back with me for just a second. S is 0.738, right?
Hold on.
And S
Number
is
7.
S is the standard deviation.
Yes.
Hold
What
on.
did you
Oh
guys
my
say
gosh.
for S?
Okay, hold on. Cherie, I'm looking at the wrong place. I'm going to screen share with you.
Okay.
Come on, open up. Okay. So this information, I was looking up here and in this.
That's what I'm looking at.
That is for the entire length of the entire thing. I don't know what that is. But if I were to go down here, it gives me the sample size, the mean that I calculated when I did it all by hand. Then this becomes my standard, my S. Then this is the right T-score. So it's this information right here. I was going off
Yeah.
this information.
Well, let's see what I found here. So you're just arrowing further down.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
So then it just straight gives you the T-score on there without having to, like, do the formula?
Yeah, so the SPSS, why they're wanting us to use it is because it gives us all that.
I don't
I
have
was
that.
just
Mine
looking
doesn't
in
look
the
that
wrong
way.
place. And it matches up when I'm doing all that by hand.
I think the difference is because I kind of left you guys, and I erased everything else except for the first 20 in the file, the first 20 data set in the file, and I got the correct answers. Or at
I
least
don't.
got-
My screen doesn't look like that.
You want to show me your screen?
Yep. Although you'll be looking at 2 computers, so I'm gonna share and then go to the other computer.
Okay.
Jessica, so what you did in SPSS, I can't do that in Excel, can I?
I don't know how to do it in Excel.
Okay, are you seeing my screen, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm arrowing down. This is the
Okay.
information that we've been looking at, right? Right here, the T with the big, here's the big number with the T.
Okay.
See that? That
Okay.
is the bottom of mine. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna point out what's wrong.
Okay.
If you go back to your data file,
I
right
did.
here,
Where am I going?
go back to where it gives you like the male, female, and then their body temperatures.
This?
That one. Okay. What's wrong with this is that you have all of that data in there.
Okay.
So there's a lot more than the data that we're supposed to be looking at for this particular problem.
Sure.
So in this one, it's only the first 20 that we need. So after that, you delete all the rest. So, but you'll also want to delete the male and females because even though that's adding a 0.
Oh,
What do you mean it's adding a 0?
So even if those numbers are gone, it still is imputing that there's somebody there. So it's putting that person plus a 0.
so it's throwing off the.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do that?
Okay, so from here, you've got that perfect. You've got the 20 correct ones in there.
Okay.
So then you go back to the analyze, compare means, and then hold on, you've got to put in that test statistic.
Oh, man. Compare means.
Mm-hmm. And the test value.
Where do you see that?
Okay.
Am I blind?
It's
Right here.
test-
What do I put in?
It's our hypothesis that we're testing, so it's the 98.6.
Oh,
And then hit OK.
how did you learn to do that?
That's in the wiki page. That's in our textbook.
I must have missed that section.
It's okay. That's why we
So
have these
that-
grouping. Okay, see,
one
now
point
do you see
equals
how
three.
it's so different?
Yeah.
So we have the N is how many, the
20.
mean for our X bar, standard deviation for S, and then we've got our T-score, which
Okay.
looks like a normal T-score.
Negative 1.843.
Uh-huh, and then we can
Oh my
input
gosh.
that into the probability applet.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me go back out of this computer and stop sharing.
And then for our
So now our X bar, what was it? I'm not going back to that screen.
X bar is 98.220.
That was close.
S is the standard deviation,
Yep. What's that?
0.922.
Okay. And the T-score is negative 1 something.
Negative 1.843.
What is the p-value?
And then that's what we put into our probability applet.
And we shade, let's see, it's a one-sided, right?
Well, it's both, isn't it?
No. Because they're saying that it's greater than. So we just do the one side.
Except we can't use the probability applet
Why can't we use the probability applet?
because the probability applet is only for a z-score. We can't use it for a t-score because we don't know sigma.
Yeah, but they told us to.
We don't. How are you finding number 9 then?
Okay.
How are you finding the p-value? Liz?
You're right. It says that we're supposed to use it from the applet. So why did they tell us later that maybe I know why, because that was for confidence in intervals and not for hypothesis test. Sorry, go on.
But there was one that said we have to from SS whatever, if it's one-sided like this, we have to cut it in half.
Right. So we can use the applet for hypothesis testing, which is what we're doing right now, but we cannot use it for confidence intervals, which is where that instruction came from.
I'm just worried we have to cut one of those in half, the S. Well, we'll submit it and see.
So
We'll know
we
that
do
that's
it.
what have to do.
We cut it in half if we're using a one-sided test.
Which we are.
Then we cut it in half.
Do you know what we're talking about, girls?
No, what are you cutting in half? The t-score?
No, I think it's
The-
the standard deviation.
we're cutting in half the p-value.
Oh, that's not how I understood it.
Where in the lesson material is that?
That is not in the lesson material. Actually,
It was
yes,
in one of the videos.
it's in the very end of the second video. Sorry, very end of the first video. And he says, Excel
No, he said if you're doing it in
calculates it
SSPS,
correctly, but if you do it in SSPS, the applet assumes that you're doing a two-sided test. Therefore, if you're doing a two-sided test, you don't need to do anything. But if you're doing a one-sided test, you have to cut it in half.
Okay, so we find the p-value and then we cut that p-value in half?
no, that's not how I understood it. I understood that we cut the sigma,
The p-value. I wrote in my notes.
do you see the 0.081?
Where's that?
It's sigma two-tailed. We don't have to compute anything on the one sample test statistic stuff.
One sam. Are you in the quiz or
In SSPS.
We're in the SSPS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see it says, the T, the DF, sigma two-tailed?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we
So
cut
he
in half.
said that we cut that in half if it's a one-sided, which we know it is. And so we don't
Okay.
compute anything. We just cut 0.081 in half.
And that's our probability value?
And that's, yeah, I think that's it. 0.041.
So we don't need to use the applet unless we don't have SSPS.
Well, maybe we put 0.041 into the applet. But he just wanted to make
No.
sure that if it's one-sided, we use that number.
If I remember from the video, he didn't go to the applet. He just cut that number in half
46.7
from the SSPS.
standard deviation. Now, using the software, compute the 95% confidence interval using the data above. Now that is kept in the same one that we just had open for question 2.
But he's in Excel. This was from the other video.
And we're looking at our statistics, and it says we wanted 95%. So
Actually, what he put was the p-value was close to 0.
here, so the upper bound of 50. Part B asks for the confidence interval of 99%. We're going to come back up to our analyze, descriptive statistics, and explore, but this time under the statistics tab, we're going to type in 99%. Okay. And our new confidence question number 5. Now, using the software, compute the 95% confidence interval using the data. Question 7B says compute the test statistic. First, compute it using the formula and showing your work below. Then check this test statistic by inputting the data.
Sorry.
So we're going to show you how to find that t-score on here. So you come up using SPSS. You come to your analyze again from the descriptive statistics, and then, or you actually come to compare means, excuse me. So analyze, compare means, and we're doing one sample t-test. The variable, the options, you want to keep it at 95%. And then you just want to make sure that you type in 47. Oftentimes we'll start at 0. So you type in that 47. Okay. And here again are your means and creations.
He has different, I'm going through the lesson 11 video part 1, and the statistics he shows are different from ours for the same exact test.
Also for key value, which is question 2.
Because he shows the negative 6.029 like Dana had.
Yeah.
Dana, you got that negative 6.029. You got that from him, or how did you get that?
I got that from him.
Why would his results be different from ours?
I have no idea.
This is super frustrating.
Unless maybe, like, you know how on SPS there was a lot more.
Yeah, how many do you think he
Temperatures?
kept?
Yeah, because maybe he kept more than we are keeping.
Okay.
That would
Yeah.
change it. Yeah.
Okay, in watching how the TA did the preparation assignment with SPS for this area,
Mm-hmm.
within our SPSS we have the SIG, the two-tailed,
Mm-hmm.
the 0.081 is the probability value. But
Okay.
because ours only wants to check the one, we do
cut it in
divide
half.
that by half.
Which is 0.041.
Yeah. And that's our p-value.
Okay. Well, good.
Does that make sense to everybody?
That's what I thought originally, so I'm going to go
Okay.
with yes. Based on the evidence, what is the correct decision? What was our original 0.05? So it's less. So we reject the null hypothesis.
Yep.
And for number 11, they want us to find the p-value for.
So now we do the baby boom one.
Mm-hmm.
And how many are those there? Because we have to do the same thing, I imagine, right?
Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom.
I have 21. Are there 21?
That's what I counted.
Okay.
Unknown caller.
Okay. What is it looking for? I don't know which one to move over.
Okay.
On the first. Gender weight. So for the test value, you put in 40, correct? Okay, I have my numbers. Let's see if everyone else has the same ones.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting
Okay.
there.
Sure.
Wait. Okay. P-value, what are you getting? I'm getting 0.995.
I got 0.905. Wait, p-value.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
I didn't know we couldn't. I'm sorry.
So just to make sure we're all on the same page, because it does not begin until row 2. We have to erase row 23 and on, but we need to keep row 22. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that's the only one that gives us the information that matches. So do we all have the same p-value?
No, because I erased 22 on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going back and
Well,
redoing it.
the information that we have is 1 through 22.
When I opened it, I had a lot more than that.
Yeah, but so we keep 1 through 22.
Yes.
Are those the ones you
Yes.
kept?
Those are not the ones I kept. I've got to do it again. I kept
Oh,
1
okay.
through 21.
Okay.
So I will just start over because now that I've erased them all, I have to do it.
Not a problem.
Okay, so just for clarification, sample test dialog box is 40, right?
I've deleted past 22, so I don't know yet. I don't know anymore.
Well, if you go to analyze one sample t-test, in the one sample t-test dialog box, our test value is 40 because our null value is 40.
Yeah. Null value is 40.
And we are measuring the number of minutes,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm back to wanting to try again.
So the p-value, is this a 1 or 2 tail test? Right? All of them are going to be 1.
Sorry, what are you asking?
So such a simple-minded question. How do we know if we're testing for a single tail or a double tail?
If it's equal to or greater than or less than.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so do I delete even row 1 or do I keep row 1?
I think we have to delete row 1.
I think so too.
So I need to delete that too.
But why does it do that? It didn't do that on the other one.
I think that's just because there was another one who maybe didn't give birth, and so they were including it.
but we're not supposed to include it? Is the first one that we're given on the list start with 104?
The first one that we're given is 59 minutes. So you go to the wait times and the one that is 59 minutes, and then 14 minutes, 37 minutes, so on, so on.
Okay, yeah, you have to delete the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liz, what are you getting for your p-value?
I have for the two-tailed a 0.995.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
Did
So
you
now that I
delete the
have
first row?
one-
Because I did not. Did you delete the first row?
Yes.
Make any difference? Because I did not delete the first row.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, the first row didn't have any waiting time, so it wouldn't affect
that's
your
true.
calculating
That's
at
true.
all.
That's true.
Okay. And then what decision do you make?
Sorry, I'm slow. Okay,
It's okay.
I'm there.
One more thing. So since it's an equal to, wait, hold on. I don't
So you
know
got
why-
0.995 for number 11?
Yes.
Okay. Yay, me too.
And then we fail to reject, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You decide to try another alternative hypothesis. This time you're using mu is less than 40. And you keep the same level of significance, the p-value increase or decrease.
Decrease.
So for that, you just cut 995 in half,
Yeah.
and it's 0.4 something, right?
Yeah, that's like 4.
4975.
Yeah, but we don't even
Which-
need to know that.
Would it increase if it would decrease, right?
Yeah, it's going to decrease
Okay, okay.
because we cut it in half.
Yeah. So if it decreases, then it decreases as well. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
What decision do you make? Well, we still fail to reject, right?
What do you think, Liz?
Small.
I think we still
So I fail to reject. Alpha. So is it still
What?
higher than our? Is it still higher than our alpha? .01 is our alpha, so yeah, it's still higher than our alpha, so we still reject.
You want to reject it?
I'm sorry, we still fail to reject because it's still higher than our alpha.
Okay. So failed to reject. Okay, confidence interval time.
Okay.
This is the one where it's x bar plus or minus t.
Yes.
But it already gives us this in the SPSS, so we just have to minus and plus. So for 15,
Right.
I get 23.5. And then 16 is 56.6.
Okay. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, I see their upper and lower limit. That's what you're subtracting, right? Or adding?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So on the output graph, the lower and upper, that's the margin of error?
The output graph?
The output
There's-
file. The lower and upper of the 95% confidence interval of the difference?
Mm-hmm. That's our confidence interval.
So we just put that in for, so question 15 is negative 16.5?
No. Remember how so you have the confidence interval, but that doesn't give you what it means for this particular, so you have to subtract and plus it. That gives you the confidence interval.
Okay, I think I'm adding different numbers than you. What are you adding and subtracting it from?
What from our original hypothesis,
From the mu.
Just 40.
just 40.
Right?
Is it possible I forgot how to add on a calculator?
Yeah, no, it's so possible.
Okay, just making sure.
Completely possible because, yeah.
Okay.
Super understandable.
So we do. So are we using the negative or the positive to add and subtract?
You use both.
You're combining both.
You use one to find the lower limit and one to find the upper limit.
So I do 40 minus 16.5, 40 plus 16.6.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So
Yes.
I got the same as you. It just took me a couple times on the calculator.
It's okay, girl.
But
It's
hold
okay.
on. If I subtract a negative, then I get a higher number.
You
You're not
don't need to
subtracting the
subtract a
negative.
negative. So you take the 40 minus that 16.5.
So I don't choose the upper one then. I subtract the upper and then I add the upper.
Well, you could look at it that way.
No,
You could look at
okay.
it like you're combining
Okay.
them.
Yeah. So what you're doing is you're taking our hypothesis and then you're minusing the lower number. So you're minusing
40
16.5.
16.
And
But the
then
lower number-
that's the lower limit. And then for the upper limit,
Here.
sorry, what?
Because I'm confused because if I'm not minusing the lower number, then it's 40 minus negative 16.5.
This goes back to last week when the last lesson when you just minus it.
Think about combining them instead of subtracting them,
Mm-hmm.
because you're still going that way.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense to me.
Who's submitting?
I've already submitted. We got 100.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
This is the worst lesson yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you guys get for 15?
I don't know. I already submitted it. Hold on.
I got 23.5.
3.5.
It's just the
22.5?
40 plus the upper number.
I got 100. Yay. All right. By the way, girls, last week when I was in Chicago and I took the homework test,
Uh-huh.
I got a 20%. And I've never gotten anything but 100 on them. So I emailed the teacher. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I got this. I did all the work and the group thing, and she let me do it again. And I was like, thank you so much, because I seriously got a 20%. So good luck to you on your trip to babysit.
I know. Yeah. Well, and they have an indoor new puppy that I'm like, I don't do animals. I don't like animals.
No.
Take care of 4 kids and a stupid dog.
How old are the kids?
9, 7, 5, and 1.
Oh my gosh, it's just you by yourself?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Bring it
This
on.
one is easier to watch than my other sister. Well, it's my brother and his wife that have 4 kids under the age of 5.
Oh my goodness.
I had
So-
my 3 kids in 3 years too, and it is craziness.
Yeah.
Plus, my son got in a fight at school yesterday.
Did he win?
No, he lost. That was my first question. He lost bad. And
Oh.
now I'm like alarmed for him to go to school because he got kicked in the head and it broke his glasses. Like it was bad.
No.
He's 8.
Oh yeah. And you guys, hold on. Your kids go to Blackfoot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Try to get them into like Snake River, because Blackfoot is horrible.
Well, I just don't understand. These kids came from Fairfax County where it's like college and elementary, and now they're learning nothing, getting in fights.
So,
Yeah,
question.
no.
Was
Wait
there
till they get in
bullying
high school.
involved?
There was a lot
I
of
don't-
STDs that went around Blackfoot High School when I was there.
Are
Like
you
a ton.
serious?
They were catching people in the parking lot during lunch.
Having
It was-
sex in
it
a
was messed
parking
up.
lot?
Yeah, they were doing sex stuff.
Ew.
Yeah.
Kids are
It's like a
gross.
huge outbreak. I forget which STD it was. I think it was like chlamydia or something. There was this huge outbreak of it.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Blackfoot's a disgusting place. Sorry.
Ugh. Where I
So
live,
sorry you
where I
live
live-
there.
Yeah, but it's super pretty where I live.
It is.
Should I
It's gorgeous country,
So,
but
question about the fight. Oh, is she gone?
I love how she's still talking, but there is absolutely no way we can hear her,
I know.
and she does not know that.
She took off her microphone.
I know.
How can she not know? We can't hear you. Oh, she's showing us the window to see how pretty it is.
Yeah. We could not hear a single thing you said.
We still can't hear you. Wait, no. Not yet.
Are you there?
What happened to your microphone?
Okay, shake your head side to side if you can hear me, Sheree.
So how come we can't hear
I
you?
just need you to know the love I have for you has grown so much in the last 35 seconds. Oh my gosh, this is so funny to me. So funny.
I think we needed a really big release out of the session. I don't know. I feel beat up.
Yeah. Don't we have a text test next week?
That's what I was wondering. Let me see.
There, Dana.
What?
I thought you spoke and I thought it was Cherie. Okay, so who wants to do the next Tuesday? You? Cherie, you're gonna do it? Awesome.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
I'm gonna go
Hi.
drink some hot tea or something. Bye, Dana.
Hi.